Yeah. No hickey bobos.
What's up? What's up, y'all? I think we're live. Welcome, everybody. I see Rich Vibes and Hit the Spot tapping in with us today. How y'all doing? We got some changes today. I'm just telling you, we got some changes. So I don't think people are going to be really ready for what's happening today. But my name is Tall Boy, and we're going to hang out with you. This is what I want. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this on the screen here. I want you to tap in and tell us, where are you joining us from? Type your city or country in the chat. All right, just type your city or your country in the chat. Let us know where you're coming from. I wanted to start this show early, and for the pre-show, I'm going to go ahead and start recording so I don't forget this stuff later. But anyway, Tall Boy here. We have a new intro. We got some new, not everything has been completed, but we got some new things that are going to be rolling out for the next couple of days. Mama D, I see you. Revis Brown is already here, ready for our word of the day. But I'm telling you, in 1 minute and 42 seconds, you guys are going to be in for a treat. We even had a guest. He could not be with us live, but he's here to talk about his product. And then also, there's a form in the description. Please fill out that form so you can get your chance at winning one of his products, okay? I have not decided how I'm going to do it because I did not set up my wheel of names yet. So I think I'm going to wait till next week to announce the winner. So that might give you make you watch twice. We're just playing with some things. But I think you're going to like this intro. Awesome Wood Things. What's up, man? Harrisburg, PA. All right, let's see. You see it on the map? I don't think you see it. Let's see. Put in the comments where you're calling from, all right? So just put in the comments where you're calling from or where you're checking in from, and we should see you come up in the map. So put in where you're joining us from. We'll be live in 45 seconds. So I would love to see what you have or where you put, all right? So let's just see. In the world, we have Andrews, Texas. Oh, I know you didn't put Andrews, Texas up in here. Uh-oh. Shalala said West Roxbury, Massachusetts. 27 seconds, y'all. Now, Hit the Spot. Did you really put that in there? I see West Newbury, Massachusetts. Okay. So here we go. I hope you guys like this intro that we have here. All right. This intro should be pretty hot. I've been working on it. 3 seconds, y'all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's time to start the show. Why did the show not start? Here we go. Oh, man. No. Sorry. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? Tall Boy here. Hopefully you liked that. My name is Corey Sanders. I go by the name of Tall Boy, and we're here to simplify tech in a language that you understand. I see we got some great people checking in, our regular folks that's here to learn and embrace the technology. Thank you guys so much for tapping in with us and saying hello and being on time and starting the show with me. Like I said, we're here to just simplify the tech. We're trying to break it down, and I got a lot of moving parts going on today. And we had a guy from France that said he had an innovative product that really makes sense for all people who use a laptop or desktop. I don't think that they're ready on Mac, but they said they're coming for Mac. But if you use Google Chrome, if you use Microsoft Edge, if you use PowerPoint, Excel, Microsoft Word, we got something in store for you. I'm telling you, I think you would love what we have. As always, man, I ask you guys to just please share the show and let everybody know what's going on in the world of tech. So if you have in your community that you think somebody might be interested in some of this technology, feel free to share the show. All right. That's pretty much all I really ask for. And hopefully you walk away learning something and saying, you know what, I did not know that that was happening. And like I said, these trends happen every single day. So this is just what happened this week. What happened last week, that's of the past. We're on to something new. So that's where we're at with it. And secondly, we made some changes. I've literally said, you know what, I'm going to take a couple of weeks and I'm going to work on some things. And I'm not exactly 100% where I want to be. So you'll see some of the old as well as some of the new being mixed in with this show. All right. So please bear with us. Please put in the description where you're joining us from. And what I mean by that, I have this map here that I would love to share with you. And we would love to see where everybody's checking in from. So I got Hit the Spot saying she's in Nice, France. Let's see who's over here. Awesome Wood Thing said he's in Macau. Macau? I don't know about that. Then we got Revis Brown saying he's in Charleston, Nevis. No, that's Rich Vibes. I'm sorry. And then we got West Newberry. Now, I know that's where he's at, but we got a map on the screen, and I would love for you to just type in where you're joining us from. I think maybe just put your city or maybe just put in your state, and let's just see what comes up on the screen, all right? Let's see. Filled out the form. Nice looking mouse. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about Lexip shortly. And but I want you to see what's going on. I'm testing some new software called, let's see, I got James Hicks over here in Coralville, Oregon. And then we also have, I don't know, we got two people tapping in. I can't, for some odd reason, can't get this to pop up on the screen. I see Decatur, Georgia from Hit the Spot. Now I know you're in Decatur, where it's greater, as they say. So I don't know. Oh, there we go. If I zoom in a little bit, it'll allow me to see where we have some people at. So let's see. We got Lisa Maria down in New York, and then there we go. We got Shalala Productions up there in West Newberry. All right, so there we go. And then we also have, as I zoom in down here at the bottom, let's see, who do we have down here? That's just Hit the Spot. And so, yeah, that's what we have. And then over here, I don't know who is in Greece. Who is that? Lisa Maria, you're in Greece? Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know you was out there doing it like that. I mean, you should have told us that you was going abroad. We would have definitely loved that. So I know you're in New York. So anyway, like I said, there's going to be some changes this week. You're going to see them throughout the show. But without further ado, we got to get this thing started. I got my man Revis on the phone. But before we get started, Revis, get ready. Here we go. Don't forget to honk the horn. Oh. Well, did you honk the horn, Revis? I don't think you honked the horn, but we're going to honk it again. And we're going to have you just restart it and play somewhere in the United States, from L.A. to New York. Where are you, Revis? Don't forget to honk the horn. Revis, what's going on, man?
Oh, I'm taking it easy. What's going on with you?
Man, I'm doing all right, man. I've been up doing a lot of work for the last couple of days, so I'm really tired. And as I can see, the show flow is different, and I'm just trying to memorize these buttons and making sure things are where they need to be. But we got a word of the day, man. And today's word of the day is Cahoots. Cahoots. We've all heard of this word before. I think that this is a pretty easy word as opposed to last week's word. I'll give you the definition and you break it down and you let us know what you think in your terminology. Cahoots is an informal word that is usually used in the phrase in cahoots to describe a partnership or alliance for making or implementing secret plans. You got something secret you're trying to do over there, Revis? Break it down for us, man.
Listen here, man. Me and my mind has been in cahoots with Lisa Marie. Yeah, my mind has been in cahoots with Lisa Maria. Yes, Lisa Maria. Hey, I've been thinking about you. Oh my goodness. Man, look at here. I am in Kansas City right now, and I will be here for a couple days. And I am in cahoots with this casino to see war on Saturday.
Okay. You're here to see war. Okay.
Yeah, because Cisco Kid was a friend of mine,
Okay. That's it?
and I did say was a friend of mine.
Okay. So was a friend of yours. Hit the spot 1006 says, I'm trying to be in cahoots with Tallboy in this tech.
Oh,
Okay. I'm
easy.
with you.
Okay, see.
Yeah, I see you. Okay. So you said you're trying to be in cahoots with Lisa Maria. Break that down for us real quick.
Look at here. Lisa Maria is a nice woman, but she up in New York. She in the wrong place. It's kind of hard for me to be in cahoots with her because I don't go to New York.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I got a poll here, and I don't know. I want to ask the people, what did they think of you? What do you think of Revis' breakdown of the word of the day? Put in the comments. 1, he was on point with the word cahoots. 2, he was way off. 3, you just don't care. 4, he needs to give it up. Or 5, I would like to see more of this. Oh, I had a typo in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put in the comments, what do you think of Revis's definition of the word of the day? Just type it in the comments and let's just see what we have. I'm trying my best to use this software and be patient with it. But if it does not work, we might have to just move forward. So we see that we got people in Greece and all over the place, but let's see what you guys think. I would love to see your thoughts as I gear up for our stash stock party of the day. Revis, I appreciate you saying that you're in cahoots with Lisa Maria. Hopefully others will be in cahoots with me as we learn and embrace this tech. All right. So let's go from there. I got one person saying that you were on point so far. So we're going to see how this goes. All right. So we're gonna check you out. We're giving you a midterm grade.
Okay. Yeah, Lisa Maria said I was right on point. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Lisa Maria. We thinking the same way. We in cahoots together.
I see. I see how y'all tag teaming over there, man. I am not mad at the hustle, man. Hey, y'all got to work together somehow, and I see y'all making it work. Right now, everyone is saying you are on point. So I'm not mad at it. Put in the comments and let me know what you think of Revis's word of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. As you can see it on the screen, he was on point for 1. 2, he was way off. 3, you don't care. 4, he needs to give it up. Or 5, I would like to see more of this. Right now, we have a lot of 1s. We got a lot of 1s, man. Okay, so it looks like you was right on point with cahoots. I ain't mad at it.
Everybody love me.
Uh, hey, look, hit the spot. Hit the spot. Got these eyes going over here. Like, I don't know, bruh. And Lisa Maria says, I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to offend you at Revis Brown. All right, so hey, we'll see. Anything you like to say before we tap out of here?
Yes, hey, I like the intro. Just a little too much smile. Look at here. Take a little teeth and gums away, okay?
Oh man, what'd you say?
You can't touch this.
You can't touch this.
Oh my goodness.
All right, man.
When I looked at the teeth and smile and I seen all that right there, I thought it was wonderful. And I looked at it again and I seen a fresco.
All right, fresco is our word from last week. All right, I got you, man. Less teeth, and we'll make it work for next week. I got you. I'll holler at you, Revis.
All right now.
All right.
My family.
All right, guys, we got our stash stock party jumping in today, and let me see if I can get that on the screen real briefly. Our stash stock party, you have 3 hours and 47 minutes to get your claim or your piece of Blackrock party. All right, excuse me, Blackrock. It is an investing company. Check it out. You have 3 hours and 47 minutes to get your piece of incremental stock. All you have to do is just go inside of the stash.com/party, sign up or log in and register, and you get a piece of incremental stock. It costs you absolutely nothing. It's absolutely free. If you use the description in the body of this video, you'll get $20 when you're ready to invest $20. So it's absolutely free, costs you nothing. You don't get a whole stock, but you get a piece of incremental stock. So if you would like to invest, join Blackrock. That's the party of the evening. All right. So stash stock, Blackrock is live. All right. That's what it is. There we go. All right. So real quickly, don't forget your adult beverage of the evening. I don't know what you're drinking on. I should have probably made that a poll question. What is everybody drinking? But I did not make that a poll question. So we'll see what happens. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to switch it up a little bit. And I don't know how often I'm going to do this. Okay. I really don't know how often I'm going to do this, but we're going to start an interaction, and I have 4 topics, and we're probably only going to have time to get to 3 of them. But we're going to just see what our interaction is. So the topics for the show, we're going to let the Stream Alive do it. And it says, let's talk Lexip. So this is who I had. I was trying to get Hugo on from France, and unfortunately, because of the time difference, it's 2:00 in the morning, and he was like, hey, I'm not going to be able to do this, but if we can find a way to pre-record the show, we can discuss it and talk about it. And I think they'll have somebody in the comments. So if you guys have questions, put your questions in the comments. Please put a Q in the comments if you have a question as you're watching the video, because we pre-recorded this video or this interview earlier today. Please put a Q in front of your questions, so then that way we can direct the questions. All right. And then also there's going to be a giveaway. If you would like to win one of his products, it's absolutely free. All you have to do is click the form that's in the body of the description, or I have some people that's supposed to put the form or the link inside of the comments, so you can click on that, or you can click in the description. It's absolutely free for you to join. You can find out what Lexip is, and to give you a synopsis, it is a mouse. All right, it is a mouse, and you're like, why, tall boy, do I need a mouse? Well, it's not just any mouse. This mouse is so cool that it will literally help your workflow. On the side, there's a joystick, and this joystick is what does all the magic. All right, so without further ado, I'm not going to go ahead and tell all this stuff and tell all the surprises. I just want you to just check out Lexip. That's all I want you to do. All right, let me see if I can find where we're at here. There we go. All right, there we go. So check out Lexip. Guys, I told you guys I had an innovative product that was out here that I thought that you would truly appreciate. And what I mean by that is we all use our computers, and there's a mouse that I found at the Consumer Electronics Show, and we discussed it, we shared it while we were at CES, but we never got a chance to really talk about it. But I met the managing director and the CEO of the company, and it's called it's a mouse by a company called Lexip, Lexip. And the cool thing about this is it has a joystick. And the joystick will allow you to move forward or backwards, and you can scroll your screen up or down. And if you press up or down, you can change your tabs from left to right. Now, I'm pretty sure in the configurations, you can do so much more with it. But without further ado, I was able to get this guy all the way from France. Bonjour, au revoir, all that good stuff. I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong words, but I do have the managing director that just come out and hang out with us. His name is Hugo Loy. Hugo, how are you, man?
I am doing very great. Thank you, Corey, for having me. And you said all of the right words. Thank you for that. And, Nice to
Man,
see you again.
man, I love it, man. So quickly, can you tell us what Lexip is? Like, I saw this mouse at CES, but let the audience know, what is Lexip?
All right. So Lexip is a hardware manufacturing and design company, and the mission that we set for ourselves is to connect people in a more intuitive way with their PCs, machines, consoles, and so on. And you named it. The mouse that we're going to talk about today is a very good example of what we're building at Lexip, making it easier for people using computers.
Cool. So I have a video that I would like to share. And with us sharing this video, once we come back, we're going to dive into it. All right. So it's about 1 minute, and we're going to just see what it is and what does it do. And don't be discouraged, because I know it says gaming, but this is for business professionals or just the casual user. Is that correct, Hugo?
Yeah, that is correct.
All right, without further ado, let me introduce you the Lexip NP93.
Challenge the rules with your programmable joystick mouse to zoom, reload, instantly adjust your DPI, and perform the best shots of your life. Also, plastic is over. Lexip NP93 Alpha glides on a ceramic surface that removes more friction than ever. Less friction means less misclicks in League of Legends, Fortnite, Overwatch, Apex, and many more. Lexip NP93 Alpha also comes with two weight adjusters, a 12,000 dpi optical sensor, ultra-durable click switches, and a 16 million colors RGB lighting system. Are you ready to enter the new dimension? Begin your trip on the link down below.
All right, Hugo, that was a lot to unpack. I know a lot of people are like, what is DPI? I saw gun shooting. This does not, I don't get all of that.
Yeah.
So can you kind
this
of simplify
commercial
that?
is so much gaming. This
Right.
commercial is so much gaming. So I need to tell you a story about that.
Okay.
We had at start, we started Lexip with a Kickstarter campaign. I'll come back to it. And we had so many people wanted to, just use the mouse to make their life easier with their computer. As you mentioned, just casually switching the tabs instead of having to tediously click, maybe sometimes on the wrong tab, more intuitively scroll through long web pages and those kind of things. And then people, wanted more from the mouse, and they asked us, okay, could it be that this mouse could also make the gaming more intuitive for us? And this is what we developed next, allowing people to use both the same mouse for work and play. And we were really surprised that a lot of users now use the same mouse to work and to have their nice time with their family, friends, and so on in gaming. So that's where that new commercial comes from.
Okay. So how does it work for the business person? Can you share your screen and show us how does it work? Because as I was saying earlier, it comes with a joystick on the side of the mouse. And I think that's what really, shocked me, or, I didn't understand. So there's this joystick on the side that allows you to switch tabs, allows you to scroll up and down. How does all of that work? That I think that's something that we want people to walk away with and saying, this is why it's cool.
Yeah. All right. So, when you're holding the mouse, when you're holding the Lexip mouse, really the way you would hold any mouse, right, with your hand, the joystick will just fall right below your thumb, right? And thanks to all the smartphones, iPhones, and so on that we're using right now, we're very used to doing very simple movements with the thumb, which is a very mobile finger, right? And usually when we're using a phone, we're used to having the kind of screen follow the movements of our finger, right? And that works pretty much the same way with the joystick on the mouse, so that you can take that easy feeling on your computer. So here's Lexip's website, right? Like any kind of website, it's a long web page, right? That you can scroll through. So the tedious method is to take the bar at the right of the screen, right, and just grab it and move it. So that's the 1990s method when the mice didn't even have a scroll wheel, right? But here, instead of just using the scroll wheel and to have to go many back and forth with your middle finger, here you just have to push on your thumb, push forward, and you'll move up, right? Push backward and you'll move down, right? You can do it slow and you can do it quick, right? Slow and quick. Exactly the way you would slide through a web page on your smartphone, and it makes it so much easier than the scroll wheel. And the same thing also happens for, switching side to side in a web browser. When you want to change tabs on your web browser, you will have to click on the tab you want to visit, right? So right now I'm on the Lexip website. Let's say I want to move to the next tab in my web browser. With a normal mouse, what you're going to have to do is move your cursor from your work zone. Let's say I'm reading that text, right? And then I'm going to have to move my cursor from the center of the screen to the tab zone, click on the right tab, right? And then move back to whatever text I want to read, right? So this is the, okay, that wasn't expected. Let's say this one, right? So I'm reading that awesome Gizmodo article, right? So moving back and forth between the tab zone and the work zone at the center of the screen, right? And when you have many different tabs, that may become quite bothersome, right? Because you don't even have full title for each tab. You don't remember which tab you want to switch to, right? And sometimes, instead of clicking on the tab, you're going to click on the cross of the tab, right? And then shoot, you've lost your tab. And it takes so long to salvage your tab from your history, right? But with the side joystick, all you have to do is, glide side to side your thumb, and then, thumb to the left means tab to the left, and thumb to the right means tab to the right, right? And that
all you're doing is flicking the control of the joystick, and I'm showing the joystick on the screen right now. All you're doing is thumbing up and down on the joystick. Is that correct?
Yes, correct. Thumb down, which is also a little bit like thumb to the left, is tap to the left, and thumb up is tap to the right, right? And it really feels like just gliding through your different tabs, and it's so much more comfortable combined with the analog scrolling switch, like joystick forward and joystick backward, right? It really makes you feel like you're holding your web page inside your hand, right, in the palm of your hand.
I'm going to show some pictures of this mouse, and on the screen, that's the joystick that we're discussing and we're talking about right now. So you're flicking up and down to switch tabs, and you're pressing forward and backwards to make the screen scroll up or down. Is that, I hope I'm saying that correct, right?
That is very correct. And that is the, base configuration that comes with all of our mice. When you get your mouse at your home and you're downloading the Lexip software, this is what you're going to get. And then for people that really want to, customize their mouse and have different behaviors, the software can be used to create your own configuration. Let's say, I don't know, you want to scroll through your history with the joystick, then you can configure your software to do that. You want to use Excel instead of Google Spreadsheet, for instance, you can set up your software to do that. You want, for instance, we have a lot of creative workers working with Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, and those kind of things. And when you're working on only one document on Adobe Illustrator, for instance, you're not going to have any tabs, right? You just have your document. And some people want to be able to scroll horizontally and vertically in their document so that they can, go around the whole document without having to go back and forth with the mouse or 90s style, like grabbing the bars below or at the right of the screen, and then they want to have bidirectional scrolling configured on the joystick specifically for those software. And Lexip software also allows you to do that.
Wow. So you mentioned Excel. So it works with all of Microsoft Office Suite, or?
Yeah,
or no?
correct. Yeah, absolutely. So pretty much what it does is Lexip software. So if you're using the mouse, then you should also download the software that comes for free with the mouse.
Can you show
And
us the
that
software?
software,
Is
sure.
there a way you can show us the software? I'm going to put the screen up on you where you have it, and you can show the software so where you can see where it's all compatible. So we have Chrome. We have, I can't see everything that's on your screen, but you can read it off. I see Excel.
Yeah. You got Excel, you got 3D software, you've got a, how to say that, a 3D printing creation software for Discovery, you've got some strategy games, and those are just my personal profiles that I customize for my personal use. But Lexip's software real strength is that it's going to detect the software that you're using on a regular basis and load the appropriate configurations to make your life easier in those software. Right?
So would this work
So
with
let's
something
say,
like Microsoft Word or even PowerPoint?
yes, absolutely correct. Right? And here you see the profiles, the configuration of someone that uses only Chrome, right? Because I'm on the Google Suite, so Google Spreadsheet, Google Slides, and so on. But on the PC of someone using Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel, you would see all of those configurations appear on screen, right?
Now, what about
So by
what about Apple users who use Mac? So would this be compatible for somebody like them?
So we're currently porting the software to Mac.
Okay. So it's not
This is
currently
ongoing work.
available. So it's not currently available, but it will be available soon, is what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So PC users, if you use a PC, here's your opportunity to see what Lexip mouse is all about. Save your workflow instead of you dragging your mouse all the way over to the right and pressing up or down to scroll up or down. You can literally hit the tab and you can literally press up or down or forward or backward, shall I say, and it will scroll on your monitor. And even if you have dual monitors, all you have to do is click on the respective monitor that you're using, and it will automatically be compatible as soon as you put your mouse on that monitor. And then if you press up or down, it will switch the tabs. When I saw this at the Consumer Electronics Show, I was blown away. And I was like, yo, this is so cool that I had to get out there and go buy it myself. I didn't even wait to see if he was going to do a giveaway, if he was going to get me a free unit. I just was like, hey, I got to go get it. Now, one of the other things I would like to talk about, and I showed a picture of it earlier, is the feet. Now, what makes the feet so special, or the ceramic tiles? What makes that so special?
What makes the feet special is that they're designed with a specific model that we patented, and they're made of ceramic, right? So while the feet on the photos might look flat, they're actually slightly spherical. That makes them slide so much better with any work surface, whether it's just your table without any kind of mouse pad, whether it's a soft mouse pad, whether it's fabric, or whether it's Lexip's specially designed mouse pad, which has a very hard surface and which gives you the best gliding sensation you can find in the industry. And those specially shaped pads are made out of ceramic. Now, why ceramic? All mice from other brands that you're going to find out there in shops have pans made out of Teflon, right? And it's a very common material. Your frying pan is made of Teflon as well, right? So it glides well, but it also wears off with time, right? Ceramic is very hard. It glides super well, but it's also very, very durable. So this is a long-term friend that you're getting for yourself here with ceramic pans.
Now, let me ask you: can you, if you don't have a mouse pad with the ceramic, will that still be able to be usable or workable, or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just you got to still use a mouse pad?
No, you don't need a mouse pad. Ceramic is strictly better than the competing materials on any work surface, whether you have a mouse pad or not.
Mm. Now, I gotta ask, how much does this cost? Because I was blown away with the technology, but I know a lot of people are like, I'm only expecting to spend like $5 or $10 or $20 for a mouse. How much does this actually cost?
Yeah, yeah, and you're right to ask, Corey, because there are so many innovations out there where people say, okay, we're going to change the world. I invented a mouse or a monitor or a PC that does so much more than what's available today in the market. And then you're asking for the price, and then you realize that the mouse is worth like $400. And yeah, my comment to that is when you price things too high, then you're not going to change the world much because your technology is going to be accessible to only a few chosen ones, right? What we do and what we try to do is make those new innovations as accessible and affordable to as many people as we can. So the mouse that you saw with the ceramic pads, with the joystick, with the software that comes free with it, all of that comes up for $49.99 public price.
So
And I think
40,
it's even
so
on
49,
promotion.
so
Yeah,
$49. And where can they
yeah,
buy it?
absolutely.
So where can they buy this at?
They can buy it on Amazon. I think GameStop.com got a little bit of them in stock. I don't know if they have it at Best Buy. They don't run my casual retail check on who has it in stock right now, but at least on Amazon they can find it.
Okay, so they're looking for the Lexip NP93. So Nancy Paul 93. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Now you have other gaming mouses, but this is the one that when I met you, you were telling me what it could do. You were giving me the back history, and I said I don't want to see anything else. I want to see this one here, and I think this is what using it for the last 2 weeks after I got it programmed. I mean, my workflow has. I mean, I see like more productivity. I still have to master using my thumb, so I'm catching myself, but I'm forcing myself to say, hey, I could switch tabs, and I'm just switching up and I'm switching down. So I definitely think that that's a cool feature that you have. And like I said, is any other mouse out there doing this type of technology?
So there are mice out there with a joystick on the side. Even though we pride ourselves that we have the most comfortable version. And the thing is, of course, we came first. We patented the whole thing. So we got competitors trying to put joysticks now on the side of the mouse. I have one example, which is Asus. And Asus, under the brand Republic of Gamers, has released a mouse with a joystick on the side. The difference is that they priced that $250, right? So
$250
yeah,
for a mouse? Oh no,
that is correct.
no, you would never, ever, ever worry about me spending $250. So, but for
Yeah.
$49, I mean, it's an investment. You're telling me that the ceramic feet, and then I also saw that you had weights. So I don't want to go without mentioning that you had weights on this as well. Can you discuss what do the weights do, and what does all that mean?
Yeah. So the weights that come with the mouse really are about customizing your own experience and how you want the mouse to feel in your hand. We know that in our user base, we have a lot of people that prefer light mice, some other that really want to feel the mouse in their hand in order to have more control over the screen. And that's why we came up with a mouse whose weight is adjustable, right? So there's a hole on the bottom of the mouse, right? Thank you, Corey. That's awesome, Director Scott. And you might want to leave the hole empty if you want to have the lightest configuration, and then you can plug in there one of the two different weights that come with the mouse together in the package in order to make the mouse either light, slightly heavier, or quite heavier for the higher weight that comes with it.
So you have two
So
weights in there. So
it's
what
up
are
to
the two
your
weights?
experimentation of your choice. Yeah, that's
What are
correct. So that you
what are
have
the,
three
what
different weight configurations.
so what are the two weight sizes? So you have, if you had leave the whole empty, it's the lightest, and then you have two other weight sizes. What are those weight sizes?
So there's one around like 4 grams, a little less than 4 grams, and there's one a little less than 20 grams, right? And that might not seem a lot, but it actually changes a lot the experience, the in-hand experience.
Okay. So like I said, for your use case, if you are working from home, if you're working in office and you're in front of spreadsheets and you need to switch tabs quickly, if you are using your computer and you have a whole bunch of tabs open, I think that this is a solid product that's worth the $49.99 on that's on Amazon or some of your other markets. You just have to just Google Lexip NP93. Now he has some other models. We did not discuss those. So the one that we're specifically speaking on is the Lexip NP93. Now, real briefly, DPI, what does that mean? Because that goes over a lot of people's heads. Can you like simplify that real quickly?
Yeah. So it's actually something almost everyone using a mouse actually experienced, but not everyone knows that it's called DPI. It's actually the sensitivity of the cursor, right? So on a lot of different mice from a lot of different brands, you have a button just near the scroll wheel, right? So just below the scroll wheel, you have a button, and you click on it, and it's going to change the sensitivity, which is the speed at which the cursor moves when you move the mouse. And we have everyone has their own personal preference. Some people will want to just slightly move the mouse, and then the cursor will move a lot on screen. And some other people are going to want to, have to move a lot the mouse in order for the cursor to move just a bit, right? Depending on the level of accuracy or the level of speed that you want to have on screen. And whether you're comfortable or not with a certain level of sensitivity is completely up to you. Now, when you're playing with the mouse, this comes very important, because for some types of players and some types of situations, you're going to want to have a lot of speed versus some other situations you're going to want to have a lot of accuracy, right? And this is a hard problem to solve because there's no convenient way normally to, being able to hit all the birds with one stone, right? You're going to have to set your mouse to a certain sensitivity, and then you're going to be performant for only one kind of situation. And if you're up against the other situation that require a different configuration in terms of sensitivity, then you're going to lose the game pretty much. And it's more and more the case with all of the competitive games that are out there. So one of the features that comes with the mouse, and you can activate it with the Lexip software, is in real time adjusting the sensitivity of the mouse by pressing thumb joystick down or thumb joystick up, right? So that you can, in a matter of a fraction of a second, make your mouse much more sensible for a specific situation, or much less sensible if you want to have more accuracy and less speed. And then when you release the thumb, the joystick comes back to its central position, and then you get back your regular normal sensitivity that you selected. And this is coming in very, very handy for competitive players. So we had a lot of demands for that, so we added that feature. So this is what DPI is. It is basically the speed of the cursor on screen.
Hugo, thank you so much, man. I definitely appreciate you breaking that down and simplifying it. And now somebody can understand if they're ever in a gaming situation or if they ever need the mouse to go really fast. They now know what it actually means. And if they so choose to want to go out and get this mouse, they now have the functionality to be able to make it work a lot faster, quicker, as opposed to going into their actual settings. I got to ask you, man, I'm going to let you go real quickly. Why should somebody buy this product?
because it will make their life easier. Plus, they can brag. People will ask them, "Wow, what's this sci-fi mouse that you have with the thumb joystick?" And they will be able to brag about it. And it's so easy to demonstrate, right? You just open up your Excel spreadsheet or your web browser, and bam, just with a few thumb movements, then you're gonna switch tabs or scroll much more intuitively. So yeah, it's not a lot of effort and quite a lot of return on investment. So why should they? If they're interested in getting more performant and more comfortable with the PC, then this is probably a go-to. Then if you're spending, less than 1 hour or less than half an hour per day on a computer, maybe you're gonna want to prefer other investments for your home or for your work first.
Okay. Well, at least you're fair. I mean, like you said, if you're going to be spending a lot of time in front of your computer, this is a device that you may want to invest in to help your workflow. But if you're not going to be in front of your computer, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, if you're working, this is a great tool. You're based in France. How often do you get a chance to come to the United States? I know you said that you're in Amazon. Are there any other markets that people can look for Lexip, where people can find you?
Yeah. So we have Lexip products online. So this specific mouse, I don't know, right? We should have the sales answering that. But you can find Lexip products in general on bestbuy.com, amazon.com, walmart.com, and amazon.com. And every once in a while, we have a retail operation. When we have products on demo in store, sometimes at Best Buy, sometimes at GameStop.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to hold you. I don't know if we're going to do a giveaway today, or maybe we'll do something a little bit later on. We'll have to discuss that. But guys, help your workflow. You guys know me. I'm always trying to find something that's latest, greatest, innovative, that's thought-provoking when it comes to technology. And when I saw this, I went out and actually purchased this myself. And I'm actually using it as my use case. And when I tell you I'm saving time being in front of the computer, it is definitely a go-to tool that I have. And I have a lot of tools behind here to make this show operate behind the scenes. But all I can say is it's helping me. So if you're in front of a computer, I highly recommend you check it out. What's the website? What social media handles would you like them to check out, Hugo? And then, yeah, tell them where they can find you and what's the website.
Right. So the website is lexip.co.
Oh, so no dot
sharing
com,
my screen.
.co. Okay.
.co. Right. Even the website is easier to go for. Right. Lexip.co. And then they'll find all the products information, all the news, and so on, right? And that's our main way of communicating, right? And then if they want to find the products, I'd say, Amazon or any of their favorite e-commerce websites is the go-to.
Man, Hugo, thank you so much for your time. I hate that you could not be live with us. Hopefully somebody is in the comments to answer questions tonight. But if not, I'll probably have to find a way to shoot these questions over to you for people that are interested. And thank you once again. I know we're dealing with that time difference, so I definitely appreciate you taking time to hang out with us today in the lab. And once again, we're just trying to simplify tech in a language that you understand.
Yeah. Thank you, Corey.
You already know.
All right, guys, that was Hugo and Lexip. I know that interview went a little bit longer, but I wanted to make sure we had a lot of the questions answered. And hopefully you got some value out of it. Please fill out that form if you would like to win this Lexip NP93 mouse. There it is. So this is it right here. And if you go to, I'm not sure if they're in Best Buy or if you just have to Google it in your area and see where they have it. They even have where you can feel the button on the side, so where you see what it is. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, I can literally just press up or down on my Google Chrome and it just changes my tabs. I can move it forward or backwards and it scrolls the screen up, it scrolls the screen down. Can you imagine how much time that actually just saves you as opposed to scrolling all the way to the right and then going up and down? And then you got, like, we were already doing that. But just imagine you training your thumb and you're doing it and to where you can say, hey, I can switch tabs or I can scroll back and forth. So make sure you fill out that form in the description and we'll find a way to make it happen. All right, so check this out. Hey, everybody, it is the Lab Tech Show. Follow us on social. It is the Lab Tech Show. Hit that like button to subscribe. Tell a friend. Come on, man. We're pushing this content out. You will be seeing some more videos coming very soon. I'm going to be trying to chop up these shows over the next couple of weeks. All right, so please tap in with us. The Lab Tech Show. All right, will you join? Will you tell somebody? Come on, man. It's absolutely free. Can't ask for anything more. All right, so look, I know we went over a lot of time, so I got to go through these articles real quick because I want to be cognizant of everybody's time. It says, does it have a ball on it? That's what Digital Growth Hack said. Yes, it does have a ball right there in the front, so you can see it. And the RGB lighting, you can go into the settings and you can change it to whatever color that you want. And then you can actually go into the settings, and I don't know if you can really see it right here, but right above the joystick, you can hit the left or right, and it will hit that backward or forward button. So you could literally go to your previous works by hitting the backward or forward button, and that's something that we did not discuss. And then also, I have not played with this button on the bottom. I have not played with that just yet. I just scroll up and down. And like I said, I'm trying to train my thumb to be able to do what it to be more mindful of my time. So that's basically what I have been doing. So that's that. Hopefully answer your question, Digital Growth Hack. Thank you for tapping in with us. Don't forget once again to fill out that form, and we'll find a way to do something towards the end of the show or at the top of the show next week. All right. Got another article for you that I would like to share with you. How many people ride Uber? Put it in the comments. Do you ride Uber? Are you a Lyft person? Are you still doing taxis? Or do you just say, I just use my own car? Well, how about this? When you go to the airport, is it more effective for you to use Uber? Use a ride sharing company? Well, look, let me tell you what Uber is doing, man. Uber is really doing some crazy things in this world today, and I think you might like it. They're saying Uber is saying that they're going to make it less of a nightmare. They're going to make it less of a nightmare for you at the airport by using their navigation system. All right, so let me see if I can find this article here. Real briefly, and what did I do with it? Now I've lost the article. There we go. I found it. There we go. Yeah. All right. So they're saying that they want to make navigating through the airport very easy for you. So this is what it says. This is how it reads real briefly. If you use Uber or, well, this is only Uber. This is not any of the other ride sharing apps. They're basically saying that it's like navigating through a maze-like terminal just to get to the pickup area when you use or when you get to the airport. And you may not like it. So Uber is introducing a few updates that can streamline your trips to and from the airport. And you'll get walking directions for the pickup location and your estimated time of arrival for baggage claim. You can hustle if you need a ride quickly, or you can take your time collecting your bags. It's called Uber Reserve. Well, they said it will be more useful for scheduling your ground travel. The company now allows you to book your rides up to 90 days in advance instead of 30, and then making it easier to plan every step of your vacation. So Reserve will also be available in many more American cities. But right now they have New York City. They also have, that's JFK, LaGuardia, Newark, Chicago, O'Hare, and Atlanta. The pickup directions are available at just over 30 airports around the world. So just imagine if this technology really just takes off the way they're saying it's going to take off, can you imagine you getting off your plane, you getting to baggage claim, and it's just directing you to and from the pickup area? How many times have you been to an airport and you've never been to that city, and you're asking somebody for where's the Uber, where's the ride sharing company? What do you think of this technology? They're saying that the motivation is pretty clear. Airport rides play a major role in the Uber's business model, and it's competing with Lyft, taxis, and even car rental agencies. You may be more likely to use Uber if it can guide you every step of the way. What are your thoughts? Let me know. Put in the comments, what do you think of Uber doing this? All right. He says, Digital Growth Hack says, about time I landed in New York and I was lost for like an entire day. Yeah. New York is that type of town. I get Delta Sky Miles. I don't know if that will help you with Uber though. So, Uber, but not so much lately. Your team Lyft. So yeah, I mean, tell us, what do you think of this? What do you think of this technology? Do you think it's pretty cool? And like I said, no one else is doing this right now. So the taxis, the lifts, I mean, yes, you're going in the same direction, but can you imagine you just looking on your phone when you get off the plane and it says walk, just like if you use Google Maps, walk so many steps, and there you go. Walk so many steps, turn to the left, turn to the right, take the elevator up. Right now, they're doing it in 30 cities. So if you are going out of town, please, and you consider using a ride sharing app, try Uber Reserve and get back with us. Let us know what that experience was like. I definitely would love to see or hear your comments. So put in the comments, would you use Uber Reserve? What do you think of it? All right. Let me see if I can get this on the screen real quick. See, put in the comments right now, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Will you use Uber more now when you travel? 1, I like this idea. 2, I will look for the cheapest option. 3, who cares? And 4, I don't ride Uber to and from the airport. Put in the comments, what do you think? Or how does this Uber article, will you use Uber more when you travel because of the Uber navigation? I would love to know your thoughts. Please share with us how you feel. I'll come back to this and see what the poll says. All right. So I would love to get your thoughts on it, and let me know. All right. Let's see. What else do we have here? We have the United States Postal Service. Now, it's not really tech, but I think you need to know about it, because if you are shipping packages, and especially if you do any international packaging or shipping, either sending or receiving, I think you might want to pay attention to this, because there's some new rule changes that have taken place or that are now officially in effect. And I think you might want to pay attention. The United States Postal Service is making new changes to your mail starting now. All right. So this is effective now. All right. So they have mailing requirements for shipping to Europe, and they're changing, or they're officially have happened now. All right. So this is how the article reads. Let me share this with you. Starting March 1st, new custom rules for shipping packages to Europe are going into effect starting March 1st. And these regulations will make it mandatory. I said mandatory for you to list each item in your package with a specific, accurate description on the customs declaration form. Acceptable goods descriptions must include complete, detailed information explaining the precise nature of the goods in plain language. So you just can't just say one thing. You have to be a little bit more descriptive. It said it must also give an indication of what the goods are and what they are made of and what the purpose they serve. All right. They're also saying over here, let me bring that down just a little bit right there. The new customs regulations will apply to any packages shipped to the countries that follow the European Union custom rules, according to the Postal Service. And this covers nearly 30 different countries, including France, Italy, and Spain. I'm not sure if Rich Vibes, are you still in the EU? Does that apply to you? I would love to know how that would affect you if we wanted to ship you something out of the United States. Under the new regulations, you can't list broad descriptions like clothes or medicine on the custom forms for these countries. They're saying that you have to, for each item description, they're saying that you, I don't know if I'm doing this right. There we go. They're saying, am I doing that right? Yeah, there we go. There we go. They're saying for each item description, you can just name a general category. You can't just name a general category. You must be specific. For example, you can't just say electronics. You have to be specific about the type of electronics like computer, mobile phone, or television. And the agency says they will provide more examples of acceptable and non-acceptable descriptions on its actual website. All right. So please be be mindful if you do any shipping abroad, if you have any family abroad, or if you just say, hey, I want to ship something out. Just be mindful of that. Okay. I just want to just give you a heads up of what's going on in this world. And then it's also saying this isn't simply a suggestion for those shipping to these European countries. There are serious consequences if you don't abide by the rules. If you don't provide more detailed content descriptions on your custom forms, your package may be returned or refused. So they're saying we ain't taking this if it just says clothes. You need to say t-shirt. You need to say polo. You need to say camera. I don't know if you have to be as descriptive as saying the actual name brand like Sony or Levi's or Nike. I don't know if you have to do all of that. I want to know why they're doing this. Why this? Was there a lot of complaints? People saying they're not getting their product or their shipments. I wonder why they're doing this. And a returned item may be the least of your worries, they're saying, because not following the rules can result in a delayed, discarded, or a destroyed package. If you run a business, you may also experience loss of international revenue and receive fines or penalties for non-compliance. They're also saying outbound U.S. shippers send tens of millions of packages to the EU countries each year. And however, if you don't comply with the new requirements in the EU custom rules, your shipments will be at risk. Don't jeopardize those packages, your revenue, or customer satisfaction. Thoughts, please let me know in the comments. What do you think of this? Is this, do you like this new rule? Do you think this helps the post office get the package there faster? I don't know. Like, what do you think? Let's see. Techie to the rescue. What's going on, man? Hope all is well with you. Techie to the rescue says this is going to cause a lot of angry customers. Yeah, I believe you, man. It's not even worth sending international. So, I mean, here's my question, Techie. Do you ship it? I mean, do you actually just take a flight and just take whatever you're going to take? What I've done on my last few international trips, I'm like, hey, if I'm not backpacking, let me just take whatever I need. And if I know any Americans, if you send me the money, I'll bring it for you as long as it's legal, right? So it's gotta be legal. Or else we're gonna have a problem. Let's see. It's making it easier on the post office and harder on us. I mean, it's a package. I mean, as long as there's no batteries or anything like that, I think you should be okay, right? No, they just being too nosy is what Lisa Maria is saying.
You already know.
I ain't mad at you, Lisa Maria. I love that thought. Let's see. I don't get it. Face orange biting nails, Revis. That's the point. I'm not sure if I'm getting that one. No, Brexit happened. I'm not sure what Brexit is. You got to be a little bit more descriptive, but I know you're in the UK. Now it works, makes it harder for my other businesses. True. Yeah. Let me just mail my stuff. All right. So if you know anybody that's in Europe, just be mindful that this is what's going on. All right. My man said stream alive. He's loving it. Yeah, I'm trying to see how this is working. So let's look at the comments and see what we have with stream alive on our last question. Our last question said, will you use Uber more now when you travel? 50% says, I will look for the cheapest option. 33% says, I like this idea. And 17% says, I don't ride Uber to and from the airport. Hey, look, this is just what it is. This is what the people have spoken. So I understand. So yeah, I hope that that helps you with what's going on in tech. I know that the airport was not necessarily a tech issue, but you got to think they are shipping and you want to get your packages. And I know we've had some type of trying to get packages to and from different countries. They've been sitting on boats. So what's another way to get the package over there? So if you can't get it on the boat with the supply chain, then you're going to try and mail it. Well, they're saying you got to be a little bit more descriptive. So I hope that this helps you out. All right. So I'm just trying to help you out with this. All right. Let me see. The British exit. That's what it means. Okay. We order from the EU all the time. And Rich Vibe says means we left the EU, the European Union. All right. They say they may want, I like this digital growth hacks. I like this thought process. They may want to get out of the international business or slow the traffic. Well, I mean, here's my question, digital growth hacks. How do you slow the traffic? I mean, you got to remember the United States Postal Service is a trusted brand. I mean, we're going to probably go there before we go to FedEx or go to UPS or any other DHL, right? So do they just make an announcement and say we don't want to make money anymore? They want to make their money. And they know that they're the cheapest option. So they're going to probably say, you're just, like they said, make angry customers, but make the job easier for the workers. So just something to think about. I just want to at least leave that out there. Let's see. Techie to the rescue says, whenever someone is going to Israel, everyone always makes sure to let each other know so they can bring packages. Right. So that was what I was thinking, saying I get in travel groups and saying, hey, I'm coming. If you need anything, as long as I get the money, I'll go get it. I'll make sure you have, your Starbucks coffee, you will have your hair care products or whatever the case may be. And hopefully, and then that's a great way to build relationships with people while you're over there. All right. So, yeah. So as Digital Growth Hack says, make it difficult to send packages. Yeah. You're right. Somebody said that's why we have other options such as FedEx or Brown. So, but the problem with that is they're expensive. That's the only thing. They're expensive. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there for you and let you know what's going on with what is going on with the United States Postal Service. I'm going to see if I can get this last article up on the screen. It's going to be real brief, especially if you're a YouTuber like myself. Remember, when we started YouTube, they used to say you can't curse in your videos. They said that you can't do certain things or else you would not, or you'll be demonetized. So YouTube is relaxing some of those laws, or they're relaxing some of those rules. And give me one moment as I try to bring this up because that did not work the way I wanted it to work. Just bear with me 1 second. They said that they were relaxing those rules, and we want to make it an opportunity. Let's see, 68. There we go. Let's see if I can get that on the screen real quickly as we deal with this. They said that they would demonetize you. So you don't want to get demonetized, right? So this is what they're saying here. Let's see if I can get that on the screen real briefly. YouTube reverses course on controversial swearing and monetization policy. So real briefly, we're going to talk about this. Let me see if I can just get this on here. There we go. I think I got it. I think I got it. No, I didn't. Bear with me 1 second. Let me just get one thing out. I don't think I got it right. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Did it go? I don't think it went. Here we go. Sorry for the dead air or the dead space. It's not working the way I want to do it. So this is what we're going to do. We're just going to just read the article as is right here, and I'll figure it out. Just jump back and forth on the screen. Basically, this is what it is. It's saying the new profanity rules YouTube introduced late last year are being relaxed now, with an update outlining a less restrictive policy that will allow the use of moderate and strong profanity to be used without risking losing money. The original policy was introduced in November and said that they would flag any video that used rude language in the first several seconds as ineligible for advertising, with little delineation between strong or moderate swearing. The policy also seemed to apply retroactively. So that means they would go back to all your old videos, with many creators claiming that videos they published before the updated policy had lost their monetization status. Now YouTube says they're changing it, they're reversing it, and they're going to allow some swearing. So I guess it's like nobody wants to be banned, and YouTube is trying to, I guess, prevent a lawsuit, possibly. They're saying now creators who use colorful language in the first 7 seconds of a video are still eligible for advertising with some conditions. All right. So if the profanity is moderate, the video won't face any restrictions. But the strong profanity in those opening seconds could result in a video only receiving limited ads. So basically, the regular rules said, or the old rules said, both of these scenarios would have caused the video to be completely demonetized, and creators will be able to swear more frequently after the first 7 seconds. So basically, you got to wait 7 seconds. Just wait to 10 and then go. Oh, hell no. That's all I'm saying. And without the fear of losing your advertising revenue, YouTube notes that excessive swearing will still put content at the risk of being demonetized or limited. This update also clarifies that strong language in background, outro, or intro music should not affect the monetization status. This policy went into effect yesterday on March 7th. And while it does not address every concern creators had about the rules that were set in November, it should make it easier for most YouTubers to continue to make money on their videos without changing their content or their style. I ain't mad at it. What did Awesome Wood Thing say? Nobody wants a platform that has no swearing. I get it. No, I'm with you. I think you need to be able to get it out, and it helps us work on our vocabulary, right? But at the same token, I think a lot of people were in cahoots with together to say, YouTube, you got to change it. All right. The new CEO the new CEO is making a move, and let's see what else will be altered under the new regime. Let's see. YouTube has been getting sued a lot lately. Yep. So basically, people just do not want to take on those lawsuits, and I could see that actually being something. Remember when YouTube first started? It was like, hey, nobody knows who they are. Only the early adopters were friends of it, and or they loved it. But now everybody is like, I want to be a YouTuber. So back then,
started from the bottom, now we're here.
They got here.
Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
So yeah, they're here now, and basically, when you get too big, I mean, you got to just give and take, right? The old rules were way too strict. Man, I did not think a lot of people would care about this, man. It says, oh, they have a swear word list. I didn't even know that they had that. So thanks for telling me that. I did not know that. The worst part of this, people's videos from older videos lost monetization, even though they followed the rules at the time. Yeah, that's so true, Mr. Techie from the rescue. So yeah, I just wanted to put this out. I'm just wanted to put this out, especially for the creators that are out here. So you can actually just be who you are. I mean, I have my oh hell no button, and there's some things and there's some sound effects that I really wanted to use. And I was like, no, I don't want my content to be demonetized, but I thought it was funny. And if it was appropriate for the content that was being created, it was like, yeah, let's do it. So unfortunately, I never added it. But now I could probably say with this new show format, maybe we can do it like that. All right. So that's just pretty much where we're at with that. What do you think of YouTube's thought process behind this? Do you like it? Do you think it's good? Put in the comments, let us know, and we can discuss it. I will look one more time before we tap up out of the show to see if there were any new submissions. Let's see. I think I have everybody that submitted, and I cannot believe that there was only 5 people that actually said they wanted this mouse. So I really want to make sure everybody gets an opportunity to submit their name in the hat. So in the description, there is a form that you need to fill out. And right now, I only have 5 names that that submitted that they wanted. So you have to look in the description if you're not familiar. Look in the description or in the body. There is a link. Somebody, can you put the link in real quickly? And I would love to give this away today, but I think we may have to wait till tomorrow because I don't think it's fair that only 5 people. So maybe we can create some micro content, but I really want people to watch the show. So please ask your friends, tell your neighbor, tell somebody at the grocery store that's like, hey, I don't get this tech. I don't have time for this tech. Please let them know what is going on. All right. So I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. I'm gonna see if there's any more submissions. If not, we'll probably wait. But I know there's people that would love to win this, and I wanted to make it fair for everybody. All right. So check this out. Download the channel, y'all. I got a Roku channel. I got a Fire Stick channel. Come on, man. It's called TBE Media. It's on Roku and Amazon Fire. Did you cut the cord? We got weekly episodes. Are you just looking for new content? Man, check us out. It's called TBE Media. Look for the logo. Come on, man. It's one of the hottest channels out that you know. Who else do you know has an actual Roku channel? Will you download the channel if you haven't already? I put some new content up there, and I think that you would definitely appreciate it. So it's these shows. If you just can't watch on your phone or your tablet, you can watch on Roku or Amazon Fire. TBE Media. That's what it is. TBE Media. All right, so let's see. Did I get any more submissions? If not, I will make an announcement for next week. I did not see that. Competition is good. The link won't fit. I don't understand. The link won't fit. Please let me know what that means, Digital Growth Hacks. What does that mean real briefly? Let's see. Competition is good for TikTok, and Rumble will put pressure on YouTube to improve. Yes, I do believe that. It's about time YouTube was a little outdated. Yeah, so as I was saying real briefly, we're going to be making some changes for the show, hopefully before the end of the year. And I don't know, I've been quietly testing on another platform to where we're going to be moving the content once some new developments happen. I will probably do it, but it'll be a slow migration. But we're going to probably start, as far as developments for the show, we're going to probably start doing it from our own website as opposed to YouTube. So I love YouTube. I think YouTube is great, but there's so much more functionality that I can do. And I've been quietly testing behind the scenes on a platform to allow me to stream my shows there. I can do it behind a paywall to where we can charge and get subscriptions. Or we can say, hey, some of this content is free. So I do know that there will be a slow migration, but I do see this show building, and I believe in it, and I hope that you believe in it as well. And as you see, I'm making the efforts that need to be made to make this show happen. And so, like I said, there will be some changes, and you will be seeing the construction over the next couple of weeks. And I think that you will be very impressed with what you have. All right. So, let's see. I think I got another person that tapped in. So we got 6 people that that only signed up. Let me see. Where is that at? There we go. Who is this person here? Let's see. There it is. All right. So I got 6 names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 7. No. Yeah, 6 names. There we go. So do you think it's fair to do it tonight, or should we wait till next week? I don't know. I think people should have just been here, but at the same token, I want people to get an opportunity to see it and catch it on the replay. But I don't know. This is the way to incentivize people. I want more people to watch this video throughout the week. So maybe we could do it at the top of the hour or at the top of the show next week. I think that's what we'll do. And then that way I can talk to Hugo a little bit more and let Hugo know that let's see if anybody had questions. And I will try to create some micro content behind this for them to fill out the form. And then that way at the top of the show, we can add that and see what we'll do. So Rich Vibe is like, no, I want mine because I have a better chance tonight. I'm not mad at you, Rich Vibes. What they say, must be present to win. I like that. But no, I think we'll wait. I think we'll wait. I want to test some things out. And yeah. So I like Lisa Maria. She's saying up to you, and they must stay at the end. So yes, they have to be. So this is what we'll do. Since you guys are here, you guys are automatically entered. The others, if they do enter, they have to watch the show, and I'll know who it is because I had you fill out a form, and I know who those names are, and they have to watch till the end. So we do know right now, Revis, Mama D, Lisa Maria, Rich Vibes, Matt Haas, and Jenny Jones have already been in. All right. So we know that. So if you would like to register, their form is in the link. And I know some people are not tech savvy. So since they're not tech savvy, I want to give them an opportunity. They may be watching from their TV screens. So I would love to see what we can come up with for next week. All right. I got one more question before we get up out of here. And then I want to share that with you, and then we're going to tap out. So as I'm doing the recap of the show, I'm going to share this last questionnaire that we have. And I want you to put in the comments, what do you think of the new show look? 1, I'm loving it. A. So put in A, I'm loving it. B, go back to the previous design. Or C, I see your growth. All right, so either A, B, or C. Whatever you think it is. I told you I wanted more engagement for the show. And I hit the spot says, it would go to waste for me. Keep grinding, brother. Love the plans and growth and expansion. Yes. So please put in the comments A, B, or C. I'm loving it. Go back to the previous design. Or C, I see your growth. Okay, let me know. I definitely would love to get your thoughts on that. And you're talking about, what'd she say? You're talking about me again, LMBO, but I did it. No, I wasn't talking about you, Mama D. So I saw you filled out the form. There's people that watch on their TV and they don't have a chance to go to YouTube. I was not singling you out. So it's not all about you tonight. I know, I got you, you know, so.
That's suspicious.
But I got you. So I see a lot of A's. I see a couple C's. But you guys you do see the growth. And let's see, we're at 50% with both of them. All right, so that's what's up. So as a brief recap of the show, we had Lexip the gaming mouse, it's not a gaming mouse. This mouse is would change your whole workflow because they have this joystick that's right here on the side that will allow you to scroll up or scroll down without you manually having to go over to the edge of your browser and scrolling up and down, whether you're in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, and they're also working on Safari or for Mac products. It is not wireless. It is corded. Okay. Want to make sure we answered that question for somebody that was in the comments. So this mouse is about $39 or $49.99 on Amazon. And if you use the link in the description, you'll save some money if you click the link. If you do not win one, you can use that code, and you can also save a couple dollars by going to their link. All right. Secondly, we spoke about Uber. They want to help you with your navigational nightmares in the airport. So they're only in 30 countries. And then third, we had the United States Postal Service. They are changing their European rules. And then lastly, YouTube said they're changing their policies on you swearing in the first 10 seconds of your video. So they're relaxing the colorful language policy. All right. So without further ado, please share the show with somebody. Let them know. At least you're more aware of what's going on if this affects you, whether it's Uber, whether it's United States Postal Service, you're a creator, or you're just into, I want to make my workflow a lot better. All right. So without further ado, I can't ask you guys for anything more. I definitely appreciate you. We will be live next Wednesday, God willing. I don't know if we're going to have a guest on the show, but I may have somebody that may want to tap in, and we might have a little, we may have an iOS versus, what is it? iOS versus Droid war, or maybe a PC versus Mac war or something like that. I know Mac users, I don't really take care of you. So, we'll figure it out. So I'm working on some stuff. So we're trying to grow the show, and I wanted to be more engaging. All right. So without further ado, I'm not going to hold you guys. Wish you well, and check out this outro. This is the new outro. It is the Lab Tech Show.
You already know.
Ow.